Marie-Philippe Poulin has been named the IIHF Female Player of the Year, an award that's given out annually to a player that has dominated both their league play and also on the international stage. And Cheryl, Poulin very much checks both of those boxes. Not only was she the PWHL leading goal scorer this year, scoring 19 goals, but she was also the 2025 Women's World Championship leader in point production and also tournament MVP. Plus, she became Canada's all-time scoring leader at the Women's World, surpassing Hayley Wickenheiser. Yes, there was other candidates, but does this feel like a lock deal for Poulin to earn this award?
Yeah, it does feel like the right player. And although there were many players that could be in consideration, but when you go back and finalize your final ballot, you're looking at Poulin and saying, yes, MVP at the World Championship with 4 goals and 8 assists. How about her 19-goal performance in the PWHL this year? 6 of them game winners. Also had a 60% in the dot rate at the World Championship, 6 shots on goal in the final. You could say to yourself, well, listen, she didn't win. And there could be arguments on both sides of that coin, but she did lead her team into the playoffs. The Victoire led the league in all different kinds of categories. In particular, they finished first overall, so got to choose their opponent. And then, of course, at the World Championships, I mean, when it comes down to Canada, US, it's a matter of inches. This one would go into overtime as well. But Poulin really met the mark in all different categories in my eyes. I do think it is the right decision at 34 years of age. She's like a fine wine, Kenz. She continues to get better.
Look, Poulin was my choice for winner of this award, but I did have to think about things because Caroline Harvey, the Wisconsin defender, had another stellar year. She now has goals in 3 consecutive gold medal games for the United States, and also Gwyneth Phillips, the run she had with the Ottawa Charge. And though smaller sample size at this most recent World Championship, I also did scratch my head a little bit about her. So yes, Poulin was maybe the clear winner of this. It certainly took some deciding because there were other great candidates to choose from.
Well, you mentioned it. I mean, Caroline Harvey winning top defender. I think she played just over 26 minutes in that final game where they would win in overtime. She quarterbacks a power play, right? She plays in all situations. I mean, a lot of the time she's F1 on the forecheck, but it's a reason why she's an offensive contributor from the back end. And, you know, look at her body of work at the University of Wisconsin. I mean, you look at her numbers and they're off the charts what she does from the back end. So she had a winning year. And when you look at that, she had to be part of the consideration. So yeah, heavy consideration for me as well. I mean, when you look at her as such a young player and someone on that blue line who is just going to be a foundational element for Team USA for years to come, and get ready in the draft next year because KK Harvey will be on the move.
It's so exciting to think what's to come. And for Marie-Philippe Poulin, it all started in 2007, Prince George, BC. She was just 16 years old, and she just took her 8 minutes to net her first point wearing the maple leaf. It was a game against Sweden. Here we are 18 years later, and she continues to be consistent. And that just seems to be the theme with her game. Of course, she registered a point in every single game at the most recent World Championship. She has also registered a point in 7 consecutive gold medal games for Team Canada. It's that consistency, and she's really putting it all together right now in 2025. So, Cheryl, it dawns that question. Is it fair to say Marie-Philippe Poulin is playing some of her best hockey right now?
It's not a matter of she absolutely is. And, you know, we've had the fortunate opportunity to watch her play over the course of her career. I wish I had the opportunity to play with this athlete. I mean, she's outstanding. But one of the areas that I consistently look at is the defensive side of her game. I mean, her takeaways, the way she can lift a stick and she can take the puck. We know the numbers, Kenz. I mean, you know her clutch ability, whether you're at Olympic Games or whether you're in a final, that, you know, you've got to know where she is on the ice at all times because she can really put the dagger in you. But when I look at her off of the puck, and I really want people to watch her off the puck and the areas that she gets to, she doesn't always get the puck, right? And this is the big question mark. You know, she gets to the right pockets on the ice, but she has to play alongside with someone who has the vision that she has and the capability to get that puck to her because she's also the one that's distributing, you know, through the crease all of the time to her line mates. And so when I look at someone like her, I also say she's got incredible balance. If you watch her, she is so strong on her skate. She will shift left to right, and if you're playing her one-on-one, she can turn on a dime, so she can create space. But guess what? She has to feel the pressure and what side it is on either side of her to be able to move accordingly to create that space. So when you look at her from the defensive aspect, or you look at the physical nature to her game, I mean, she is a bona fide star. Yet she's the first one in, separating player from puck. She's throwing it around, and she is, but she is so strong on her skates that she's able to withstand it and then still get available. I mean, we saw the Superwoman this year, right? I mean, I think she was horizontal to the ice when she was going down and still able to put that puck in the net because her eyes are always on the puck. So when I look at a player like Poulin beyond the numbers, I'm looking at her incredible balance. I'm looking at her incredible shot, being able to disguise it, her defensive play for the takeaways and to get it to transition right away because of the quick stick lift. And then, of course, just her eyes in and around the game. I mean, I don't think anyone sees it better, and she delivers gifts. So to me, when I look at her game and her body of work, she has been, outstanding, but she's continued to evolve. And that's made her so great, so lethal, and every time she's on the ice, you got to be aware.
Easily the most clutch player in the game, Marie-Philippe Poulin, who will look on to an exciting next year, another PWHL season, but of course, the Milano Cortina 2026 Olympic Games, where she will look to be the third Canadian women's hockey player to compete at their fifth Winter Olympics.